Hello guys, welcome to the second tutorial. Hopefully you've had a bit of experiment and explore with the program and you understand some of the tools. And as we said in the first video, Google SketchUp is great for 3D sketching, but at some point you're going to need to be able to define measurements. So at the moment we don't really have any understanding of how big this will be in real life if, for example, we were to print it out in a 3D printer. So we need to get used to setting measurements and sizes. So that's what we're going to look at in this next very short video. I'm going to get you to click on the select tool just here, and you'll notice with the select tool that you can select lines, corners, or surfaces. Okay, and if you select a surface and you were to delete, click on the delete, you would see that surface was deleted. The same applies to lines. Okay, and I'm going to need you to delete everything that's on screen. Okay, now you can do that individually by clicking surfaces and lines, or what you can do is click away from the object, drag so that everything is selected, and then press on delete. Okay, now we're going to draw a very quick chair. Again, it's going to be a three-dimensional kind of sketch. It won't show any fixing details, but will allow you to at least get used to using this tool here, the measurements tool. So first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to orbit so I get a better sense of the 3 dimensions. I'm going to click on the rectangle tool, and I'm going to draw a very quick rectangle. Now the first thing you should know is what I'm going to do is I'm going to click once on the mouse and release, and then I'm going to move away so it starts to draw the square. Okay, and you should notice in this dimensions box that numbers start to appear. So here we go, click once, release, and move away. So I'm not holding the mouse button right now, and as you can see the dimensions on the bottom of my screen just here, jumping up and down. Okay. Now I'm going to set the dimension, so I'm not going to click again. I'm just going to type in, let's go for 300 millimeters, comma, 300 millimeters. Press enter. And what happens is the shape jumps to that dimension. You can see how small that looks on my screen at the moment, and that shows you just how big those objects would have been before. So I'm just going to zoom in so I can see the object better. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to extrude or pull that shape up to give it the maximum height. Now these measurements aren't going to be correct for a normal chair, but they're just to show you how to use the measurements tool. Okay, so I'm going to click on push pull, and again what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click once and release the mouse button. See, I'm moving up and down, and I'm going to type in 600 millimeters, and I'm going to click on this tool just here because it's gone off my screen. I'm going to click on this tool just here, and that gives me a really good sense of the size. Okay, so I've got a square on top, 300 by 300, and it's 600 millimeters from the ground. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to treat this three-dimensional object as almost like a piece of clay that I'm going to carve away shapes from. So first thing I'm going to do is set a line parallel to this edge, to give me the backrest of my chair, and I'm going to carve the rest away. Okay, so I'm just going to use an arbitrary measurement just for this. Click once, drag down. Now in the first video I mentioned the 3 coloured lines, and hopefully you can see on my screen that the line has gone green. That means that the computer's telling me that Google SketchUp is trying to match my line to this line here, which is actually what I want. Click, here we go. And then use the push pull tool, click and push down. Okay, and I'm going to put it down to 300 millimeters. There we go. Very short chair with a very high back, but nevertheless. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is orbit around, and then I'm going to draw a very quick box just here. There we go. And I'm going to push this all the way through. Now, if you're really lucky, you'll push it right back to the other edge, and when you really click the mouse button it will just disappear. However, sometimes it's difficult to get that correct, so you can set the dimension by clicking once, moving backwards, typing 300 millimeters. Okay, and we know it's 300 because we set the dimension to begin with. Here we go, guys. There is our chair. Okay, have a little quick little go at that, and then once you've done that I'll show you 1 or 2 more tricks.